Only in Marvel there is a multiverse. There also exists a multiverse in Korea, which is even older than that of Marvel. Hello, I'm Rebecca from Orin Korea, who tells you everything about Korea. Today, I'm going to talk about Korean folktale dealing with the multiverse. What is a multiverse before telling the folktale? The dictionary meaning of a multiverse is not the universe in which I myself live, but another world located in parallel. What does this mean? In the past, mankind thought that the Earth was the center of the universe. In simple terms, everything in the sky, including many stars, the moon, and the sun, seemed to move, but the Earth we live on seemed to remain the same. That's why humans might think that the center of the universe is Earth. However, as the technology of observation developed, we learned that the Earth is not the center of the universe, but there is our galaxy beyond the solar system. Even our galaxy, which we live in, is only one of many galaxies. A universe with many possibilities is open to our human race. As the infinite universe unfolds, the universe and the universe in the universe begin to appear endlessly like a Russian doll. In other words, the universe of infinite possibility is a multiverse. So multiverse is a kind of world we don't know. The answer is it is a world we may or may not know. What this means is that a world that infinite possibilities expand is a multi-space, namely multiverse. For example, there exists a person who is another I in the universe by chance. It means that another I who have the same generic characteristics could be somewhere else in the universe. The beginning of the multiverse begins with a choice. If I buy either apples or strawberries at the fruit store, then the multiverse begins. What I mean is that I who buy strawberries and I who buy apples create each universe. There may be another me somewhere in the endless universe. Imagine in another universe, someone I meet is alive, or I win the lottery, or I live a totally different life. That's why some movies and dramas deal with a multiverse. In the latest Spider-Man movie, all Spider-Man who starred in other previous versions appear, which is possible because it's a multiverse. Is there a multiverse only in Marvel's story? There is also a multiverse in Korean folktale. It's a tale of Josin. The tale of Josin is a story in the history of the Three Kingdoms written 800 years ago. So let's get to the point. The story is simple. Today's main character is Josin. Josin is a monk who manages a temple called Hungyosa. The area where Josin lives is now Yeongwon or Gangneung. It's not accurate because the book used the old name of a place. Anyway, Josin accidentally falls in love with the daughter of the governor, General Kim Hun. Josin, who accidentally saw the woman and had a crush on her, became greedy. He wanted to have the beautiful woman. However, then Korean monks were not allowed to get married due to religious rule at the time. Nevertheless, his desire is so intense. Soon, Josin goes to a temple called Naksansa and prays in front of the Avalokiteshvara Buddha statue. Please let me marry the woman. He has prayed for years, but his wish doesn't come true. Finally, the woman got married to someone else. Upon hearing that the woman was married, Josin shed tears in front of the Avalokiteshvara Bodhisattva statue, saying that he does not fulfill his wish. In front of the Buddha statue, Josin blames, cries, blames himself, and shows typical images of a person who is in one-sided love. In the past and now, people who love more are the underdogs. But a miracle happens. Someone comes in as the temple door opens. He wipes away his tears and looks toward the door. By the way, she is standing at the door, who desperately he has wanted with all his heart. She approaches Josin and speaks slowly.
I've liked you since I saw your face, and I've never forgotten you for a second.
Josin asks her,
Then why did you marry another man?
I got married because I couldn't disobey my parents' words, but I couldn't forget you. So I came here. I want to be with you.
Josin is as happy as a man with the whole world. Without delay, he goes to his hometown with her and they live together for 40 years. They have 5 children for those 40 years, but such happiness was only for a moment. The reality is harsh on Josin and his wife. They are extremely poor. They worry about food day by day. Eventually, they wandered from place to place to make ends meet. Then, his 15-year-old eldest son finally starved to death on the hill called Haeyeon. Then his wife tells him,
When I first met you, I was pretty and young in clean clothes. We shared a delicious meal. We have grown attached and affectionate to each other while we lived together after running away from home. But we become weaker in hunger, begging for even trivial food. One child died of hunger. The other child got hurt while begging. We cannot take care of our children. Like the promise of the day, my youth also has already disappeared. Your anxiety is growing because of me, and I am also worried sick because of you. I think it would be better to break up. We had better stop giving each other a hard time. It is not right to abandon people just because of hard time. But meeting and breaking up is not what you want, but it's fate. Let's break up now.
Josin is happy to hear this. The difficult and hard years come to his mind. So each of them takes 2 children and sets out on their own way. Then he falls asleep on the street. And when he wakes up, he realized that while crying, he was sleeping in front of the Avalokiteshvara Buddha statue. Josin is happy to be back to himself as a young man. But the moment he looks at his face in the mirror, he is surprised. The beard and hair were all white. Like it's been decades, Josin feels the futility of life. He goes to the place where he buried his first child in his dream, and he digs there and finds a small statue of Buddha made of stone. Was Josin's dream or really fiction? What happened to the white hair and beard? Why did the Buddha statue come out of the grave where the first son was buried? Choice. This issue begins with choice. Among the desire to be with the daughter of a governor general and the religious rule of keeping his duty as a monk, Josin chooses. This choice means expansion of the real world. Just as Tobey Maguire Spider-Man and Andrew Garfield Spider-Man and Tom Holland Spider-Man are different, Josin can be the same person, but the same name. The story of Josin is not just a dream story. It's what the multiverse is. It's a story about a different world by choice. The universe has expanded. Then what should we do with this subject matter? Should we make a story of all the heroes in the universe like Marvel? So far, this has been Orin Korea's real Korean woman Rebecca, who tells you everything about Korea. Subscription and alarm settings are love. Be sure to press like it. That's it.